Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of TarotCelebritea with your boy, Ducky. Today, we are actually going to be doing a video that was not requested by anyone, but it's just a video that I wanted to do because I haven't done a tarot reading on someone that I've been interested in for a while. So, today we are going to be doing a reading on the members of KATSEYE. Wow! So, if y'all haven't seen the documentary from on Netflix of the global girl group that was made, KATSEYE, you should go check it out. I cried a lot. I crocheted a lot while doing it. It's amazing. Okay. And so many beautiful and talented people have been recognized from being on this show, this documentary. And so I think another one that I may do a reading on Adele as well, just because I'm also really vibing to her music. And I think it would be cool to just kind of do a little tarot reading on Adele as well. But this video is going to be for the members of KATSEYE. So remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. Remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that, you may ask? Well, that is because we do not have the members of KATSEYE here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, resonates with them or is not resonating with them. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. And without further ado, let's get started on the beautiful reading for KATSEYE. All right, so let's get to this TarotCelebritea reading. So let's see what's the overall vibe for KATSEYE right now. What is their overall energy right now? What's the overall vibe going on for them right now? This card feels good. We got the the King of Swords in reverse. So immediately, the King of Swords is someone that's in authority, right? The King of Swords is an intellectual king. So immediately I'm thinking like maybe an authoritative figure. So maybe like a boss, maybe the person who made the group up, they they might have stepped down or something happened. But let's get some more cards before I get more into detail of what I'm seeing just based off of that one card. But let's keep on going. The general vibe for KATSEYE. We got the Seven of Swords, deceit, malice, theft, lies. No. No, no, no. And we got the Ace of Wands. Wow. In reverse. Okay. So I feel like right now, KATSEYE is going through a change of maybe like management, with the King of Swords coming here in reverse. Normally, the King of Swords is a very intellectual king, right? They're very well spoken. They communicate their ideas and their thoughts very well. But this card came in reverse. So I'm getting one of two things. The first thing is that maybe some management positions that have helped KATSEYE, form and become a group. Maybe some of these management positions, some of these higher up positions, maybe took a step down. Maybe they are not a part of the record label Hybe or Geffen Records. There's something going on here with that. Or another thing that I'm seeing is that maybe KATSEYE in general is just having a difficult time expressing their ideas. Because again, the King of Swords is the very expressive. How do I want to say this? Sorry for the for the fluke. He's the expressive king that expresses himself through speech, and through his intellect. So I feel like because this card came in reverse, either some managers step down and maybe they have new managers coming in, or also the members of KATSEYE, they're having a difficulty kind of like correlating their ideas and maybe their speech and their singing with what they have in mind, what their thoughts are, what their ideas are. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. We also got the Seven of Swords, which is a really heavy card. The Seven of Swords is all about lies and people taking advantage of your ideas. So I feel like something that's going on with Cat's Eye right now is that some people maybe maybe the members of Cat's Eye had some really good ideas and maybe some other people might have taken those ideas for them, they stole them and they took credit for them. There's something going on here where someone is taking credit for some ideas or there's some kind of stealing going on, stealing of ideas, stealing of content creation. And it has created a stagnancy. The Ace of Wands normally is a very go getting card. The Ace of Wands normally talks about the beginning of jobs, the beginning of pursuits of your ambitions, of your goals, of your desires, of your wants. You know, the suit of wands is all about the element of fire, which is all about what fuels you, right? It's all about what energizes you. But this card came in reverse. So I feel like Cat's Eye right now is feeling very depleted, very low in energy. Maybe they don't really know exactly where they want to go, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes not knowing which avenue to take is a blessing in disguise because that just means you have a lot of different options to choose from. So it just seems right now they are kind of like in a weird catch 22 situation. Maybe they're like stuck in a spot right now, but I really do think that things will change. They're very talented. As I said, this is a video that I wanted to do just out of my own curiosity. It was not requested, but I also know there's tons of other Cat's Eye members that want to know what's going on. Also, what's going on with Megan, right? Um, is she truly hurt, or is that just what management or the new management that stepped in came and said? We'll get into it a little bit. So let's go on with each member of Cat's Eye. We're just gonna do a quick little checkup of each of the six members of Cat's Eye. We're gonna draw one card, basically go based off of like how the person is feeling currently, and then another card with kind of some advice, some personal advice for them. So we're gonna go in alphabetical order as best as I can. We are going to start with Daniela, okay? Shout out Daniela. I think I saw her on So You Think You Can Dance, and that's where I recognized her. I was like, wow, I love dancing shows, so this was right up my alley. Watching this documentary, it was so amazing seeing how talented so many people are, and how quickly one can improve just by kind of being isolated or not isolated, but just like staying in a place with tons of highly gifted, highly talented people, and you just see like how fast you grow. So it was really cool to see how fast they grew in the time frame that they were in the Dream Academy. But before I keep on going on my tangent, let's go with Daniela's cards. Okay, so we're gonna see how is Daniela feeling overall with Cat's Eye, and yeah, just with overall with Cat's Eye being a part of Cat's Eye, how is Daniela feeling currently? We got the Ace of Coins, love, okay? So we got the Ace of Coins, and at the bottom of the deck, we got the King of Swords in reverse again. So what's going on with Daniela right now? She's feeling very stable and secure. The Ace of Coins, again, aces talk about stability and beginnings, right? The Suit of Coins is all about the tangible things, things that we are able to touch and feel, things that are here in the 3D in the physical world. So I feel like Daniela is feeling very secure. She's like, yes, I made it to my dream, to one of my dreams, and she's feeling very secure. She's feeling grounded. She's feeling very confident in herself. So the advice that I see here with the King of Swords coming up in reverse is for her now maybe a challenge that she needs to do, which I have seen her interviews, something that she should definitely work on. Again, with the King of Swords coming up, the King of Swords is very eloquent in the way that he speaks his thoughts. So something that Daniela has a hard time with, which is something that I have a hard time with whenever I started with this channel, was using filler words like uh, er, so just like that, like what I just did. So, something Daniela can definitely work on is with her interviewing. It's just focusing on being more mindful of not using filler words. Instead of using filler words, it's okay to pause and gather your thoughts and then continue speaking. You don't have to say as you're thinking about what you're going to say. I really think that would take Daniela far. I think she's super talented as a dancer and she has a beautiful voice. It's very warm, it's very rich, and I know she didn't start in the Dream Academy as a vocalist. She was more solid as a dancer. So coming from me who I love to sing as well, I saw her growth with her singing, and she's just so talented. I think now what will take her to the next level is just being mindful of those filler words whenever she is discussing, her thoughts and discussing her mind or in the way what she's thinking about. I really think that would take her far. So let's keep on going with Lara. Okay, so let's see Lara's energy related to KATSEYE. How is Lara feeling right now? And then maybe an advice card for Lara. This card feels good. We got the Five of Swords. Ooh, heavy, heavy. Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Okay, I got it. So I think Lara is feeling a little bit defeated mentally. It could be that maybe mentally she's just feeling drained. It may not be anything bad, but it could just be that mentally she is staying very busy and it's starting to kind of drain her. It's starting to kind of take a toll on her. The Five of Swords is all about kind of feeling defeated, having those self-defeating thoughts. So, Lara currently is a little bit more in her mind right now. She's having some self-defeating thoughts. But the beautiful thing is we got the Wheel of Fortune as an advice card for Lara. The Wheel of Fortune is one of the first 22 cards of the tarot, the major arcana cards, which indicate a big pivotal chapter in one's life. So, the advice for Lara that I'm seeing is like it's okay to think some self-defeating thoughts, but remember to come back to this Wheel of Fortune, this wheel of gratitude, where you know that out of all of the different people that spun around in this wheel, and I would say imagine like each part of this wheel is like a potential member that could have been of KATSEYE, and they chose Lara as one of the members of KATSEYE. So she needs to definitely um keep this wheel of motion going of positive thoughts of being like, you know what? Yes, I may be having self-defeating thoughts right now, but they chose me for a reason. They chose me because they know that I have a lot of talents. And Lara, from what I know of, she has a lot of cool like producing capabilities. And I believe she has Indian family ancestry, right? And I love like Indian melodic sequences and stuff like that. So I really think that would really take her far in Cat's Eye is just embracing some kind of like Indian melodic, you know, sequences that can enhance their music. She can definitely play a pivotal part in the production or in the music production part of the thought process of music producing. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for Lara is yes, it's okay to have self-defeating thoughts, but whenever you have those self-defeating thoughts, be mindful of them and then counteract it by being like, no, I'm Lara, like I'm amazing. They chose me for a reason. Um the fans of Cat's Eye also voted for me for a reason. So, and that will take her far. She definitely has a lot of talents just like every other member of Cat's Eye and every other person that wasn't chosen for Cat's Eye. They're all so talented. I cried so much, y'all, watching this documentary. It was so amazing, and it was very inspiring as a fellow artist, fellow creator person. All right, so let's go on with Manon. What is Manon feeling right now regarding KATSEYE? How is her overall vibe? And then let's get a card representing some advice for her. This card feels good. We got the Fool in reverse. Ooh, okay. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, okay. So I think Manon right now is feeling a little bit of the pressure, maybe of having to be a little bit more professional. The Fool in reverse talks about having a lack of expertise, right? Being a little bit too naive, and not being as aware of your surroundings as you should be. So the what's going on with Manon right now is maybe I feel like she just lived in a bubble a good amount of her time, and she I feel like this is her, just very happy go lucky, very sweet and innocent energy and spirit within her. But right now she's kind of noticing that not everything has always been happy go lucky. Not everything is always going to be as or not everyone is going to be as kind as they once were. And so she is learning how to kind of maneuver different personality types and complications and problems. She's learning how to be more aware of her surroundings and being able to read the room better. I feel like this is maybe also from the documentary where when they had a little powwow with Manon and kind of had to hold her accountable for missing rehearsals and stuff like that. I feel like she's still learning how to maybe be more professional in this sense. Not saying that she lacks professionalism, but I think sometimes, from my own experience, sometimes she can be very silly and happy-go-lucky that people may mistake that as being unprofessional or not being aware of or not reading the room as well as you should. So that's kind of what Manon is going through right now. She's learning how to maneuver all these things. She's learning how to kind of um, tiptoe around complicated situations or complicated people, and she's realizing that not everyone has the best intentions for her, as she would have liked and as she would have hoped and as she does for others. So the advice that I'm seeing for Manon is cry it out, baby. Okay, we got the 10 of Cups. It came in reverse. The 10 of Cups normally talks about absolute emotional celebration and joy, but this card came in reverse. So I feel like Manon really needs to just feel these emotions. She needs to know how um, sometimes maybe her goofy personality might be perceived a certain way, and it's okay. It's okay to cry about that, but she also needs to know that she needs to stay secure in who she is. Part of the reason why a lot of people like Manon is because she has this very childlike, innocent, um, risk taking energy, but sometimes that energy can be perceived as a little bit too naive or a little bit too rebellious or not as aware of the consequences of your actions. So the advice I'm just seeing for Manon is like it's okay, like just cry it out, let it all go, let those emotions flow, and then eventually she'll be happy again. She'll be able to balance that, happy nature with being a little bit more aware of other people's intentions for her. And that would take her far. All right, let's go on with Megan. All right. Let's get some cards from Megan. What's going on with Megan currently with KATSEYE and everything else in her life, and then an advice card. Sorry if you hear my dog barking. Ooh, we got the 7 of Wands, confidence. Yeah. She's been confident even since the documentary. Remember, like on the last episode when the remaining prospective members were waiting for the results, and it seemed like a lot of people knew that Megan like was a shoe in, and even Megan, she was trying not to be overly confident or feel too secure in her spot, but she was feeling good. She was feeling confident. She's still feeling confident, baby, with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is all about having that self reliability. You rely on yourself. You know where you've come from. You know what you've achieved. You know what you've conquered. And that's where Megan is. She's like, yes, I'm a member of KATSEYE. I I have been through a lot and I am amazing. That's kind of what I'm seeing. She's just in this, she's in her confident era, is what I'm seeing from Megan. And it's going to keep on going. We got the Nine of Wands here talking about resiliency. She's going to be very strong. The advice for Megan is that, you know, what what is the advice I'm seeing from Megan? Sorry, I got Megan and Sophia confused. Sorry. Let's keep going. So I was talking about Sophia in the beginning, how like I thought she was being very confident, but let's go on again with Megan. I feel like she's feeling very confident still. Um, there's a confidence. I remember whenever I saw Megan dancing, and when she was practicing in her heels choreography and stuff, I was like, yo, she better work, okay? She was looking confident. She was feeling confident. You can see it. You know, she just exudes this aura. And so, you know, fingers crossed that Megan gets all of the super amazing treatment that she deserves and that she needs in order for her to be back at her super amazing confident self. Yes. Okay. So the advice again, that I'm seeing from Megan, as I mentioned, you know, they said that she kind of is healing from a back injury or something. And that's the advice I'm seeing with the Nine of Wands for Megan. She needs to continue feeling confident and resilient in herself. She's very strong, but she also needs to be very, very, very mindful of the um what's the word I'm looking for? The therapy was the physical therapy exercises that they're going to give her. She needs to definitely take these physical therapists' advice to heart, because a good way to prevent getting hurt is by doing mobility exercises and stretches and stuff like that. So, the advice for Megan that I'm seeing is to stay strong. She's been confident. She's still staying confident and staying strong, which I love. And I hope to see her dancing in heels and being amazing with her bangs and everything. So that's what I'm seeing for her. Stay strong in who you are, in your spirit. Stay strong with your physical capabilities. Um, really pay attention to your physical therapists at this time, Megan, because they're going to really help her out and help give her some advice on tips and things that she could do in order to prevent her from getting injured again. So, yes, okay. All right, let's go on with Sophia. All right, let's get some advice for Sophia. Well, first and foremost, let's see how Sophia is feeling with KATSEYE in general. This card feels good. Page of Cups. Yay. Okay. And we got the Strength card. Yes. Okay. So similar to kind of um what I was saying with Megan, I whenever I was watching the documentary, they both exude so much confidence. Um and their message is the same with Megan's card being the Nine of Wands, which is all about resilience, and then Sophia's card being strength, which is, resilience is a form of strength. So, how is Sophia feeling in general with regards to being a part of KATSEYE and everything going on in her life? She knows this is just the beginning of such emotionally great things to come. The pages are always more younger, spontaneous energy. So she knows like all of the stuff that she's worked towards is finally starting to kind of bubble up and and bubble over, and she's just excited emotionally for to see her art and her talent start to thrive and start to blossom. The Suit of Cups is all about our emotions. So a Page of Cups is very emotionally in tuned, maybe emotionally younger, I would say. So I would feel I say how what am I trying to say? I feel like Sophia right now is in this emotionally youthful place. Emotionally she feels so young, which they all are, of course, but she feels just so full of life and like she's had a second wind is kind of what I'm feeling, and she's just so ready to continue seeing her talent and her craft continue to grow with the rest of her members, the rest of the members of KATSEYE. So, an advice for Sophia with strength is to continue being strong. She is kind of known as the leader of the group, if I'm not mistaken, and it seems that maybe with Megan being a little bit hurting physically, and then kind of like Manon going through some things, and Lara also. I feel like is definitely Sophia's advice right now is to definitely use her wisdom and maybe her experience, because she's had a lot of experience with musical theater and stuff like that from what I know of. I feel like this is going to really help her stay grounded in her strength, and this grounding in her strength is going to carry over to the rest the members. That way they can all be grounded and stay close and stay together and stay um focused on their goals, what they want their goals to be with Cat's Eye. So that's what I'm seeing. Now let's finish off, last but not least, beautiful Yoonchae. Okay. Can y'all believe I've almost talked for 30 minutes in this video, y'all? It's crazy. All right, let me focus. Let's get a card for Yoonchae. How's Yoonchae feeling overall in her life with Cat's Eye and everything? This card feels great. We got the Ten of Swords. Okay. Okay. And then we got the Chariot in reverse. Okay. I feel like Yoonchae is having a difficult time expressing herself vocally and expressing her ideas. The Ten of Swords normally talks about absolute betrayal, feeling backstabbed, feeling hurt by people that you were closest to. But this card came in reverse. So I feel like a lot of thoughts of betrayal are starting to leave Yoonchae's mind. Um, I love seeing interviews more where Yoonchae is starting to find her voice more. I know it's a lot easier for Yoonchae to communicate in her native language in Korean, and so I feel like this is partly what's going on, is that Yoonchae is having to do a little bit more of catching up in regards to learning how to communicate her thoughts in English. Um, but I really think she's so amazing. She's so talented. She's she knows how to flirt with the camera very well. She knows how to move. She knows a lot of great things. And I feel like, this is just the only thing that's kind of limiting her a little bit, but she's advancing so well and she's learning how to communicate her thoughts extremely well in English, and I'm just so excited for that. So the advice that I'm seeing for Yoonchae is we got the Chariot in reverse. Normally the Chariot talks about having a plan and going with that plan, and it's taking you to your goals, but this, as an advice card, coming in reverse, I feel like Yoonchae is very much a perfectionist. Um I used to kind of what am I trying to say? I used to talk with people that lived in South Korea, and I loved, just getting a different sense of what, the cultural differences are and the thought mentalities are. And I remember I would always tell my friends in South Korea, I'd be like, you're being too hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You have a lot of great gifts and you're focusing a little bit more on what's going wrong than what's going right. And I feel like that may be going on with Yoonchae. I feel like Yoonchae sometimes, whenever things go wrong, she starts stressing or she starts thinking that, this is going to steer her away from her goals. But I'm here to remind Yoonchae that even whenever you feel like life is taking you on this crazy journey and it's not taking you on your path to where your goals are or where you think your goals are, just know this crazy path, all this crazy moving around that you're doing is still going to take you to your path eventually. You are always at the right place at the right time. And maybe, things are going a little bit crazy for Yoonchae right now, but she needs to know that even when things are crazy, she is still on the right path towards her goals and she's going to be amazing. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for Yoonchae. Let's finish off with some overall advice for KATSEYE. Let's get an oracle card. We're going to just finish off with some overall advice for all of the members of KATSEYE. Oceanus 12, which adds up to 3, which is all about compromise and working together, working well with one another, following your heart with enduring hard work creates success. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. The advice for KATSEYE is like they are so talented. Like the way they dance, super clean. I love that their mics are more on now, and they're they're able to they have that ability to be able to dance and sing live, which is super hard, especially with the choreography that they're given. It's super hard to dance and sing live while doing that, but they're getting it. Like I've seen recent videos, performances of them, and they are definitely getting more in sync. They're getting more cohesive. They're finding their little KATSEYE community within their own members. They're finding their own community within their members, which they're going to then help build a community for their fan base. And so that's what I'm seeing for them. Keep working hard, keep working together, keep following your heart, keep speaking from your heart as well. I know that it may be a little bit difficult for them to always speak from their heart and to follow from with their heart, just because all of these members still, they were formed and they did go through the academy together, but still they are still learning things about one another. And I feel like if they continue to learn things about one another, what fuels each other's hearts and whatnot, it's going to take them far because they are super talented. But yeah, super talented. That's all I'm seeing here for this reading for KATSEYE. Wow. Yeah, let me know what you thought. Feel free to, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It makes me so happy seeing that little number go up. Even if it's just by one subscriber, it motivates me so much. I've been feeling low. And that's why I decided to kind of do a reading for KATSEYE, because I was like, let me do a reading on someone that I'm interested about. So let me know what you thought of this reading. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, and financially. Love and respect yourselves and others. And as always, stay hydrated. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.